find me on Facebook at Eric Unfiltered or on X at Eric Not Sorry. If you like this episode, please give it a like and share it with everyone you know. Now, let's get on with the show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. As for me, I am caffeinated, medicated, and never regulated, so let's freaking go. Today, I am not doing well. This morning, I am not doing well. Outside of the occasional sniffle, because the allergies have been stomping on me all morning. But I'm kind of enraged today, because there was a story that broke overnight here in Connecticut, and I wanted to jump on it first thing this morning as soon as I could because I'm kind of pissed off. If you were a first-time listener, first off, thank you for tuning in. I hope you continue to tune in, like, share, and all that good stuff. But if you have been listening to me for a short time now, I have talked about stories of abuse allegations in Hartford schools. I've talked about other accusations of abuse and adults covering it up, and so on and so forth. And I kind of get pissed off about that. Like, just a smidge. But today, actually breaking overnight, was a story out of Bethany, Connecticut. Now I'm going to read you the article, and then, I'm going to be getting into it. I'm probably going to get into it throughout. But this article I found on WFSB.com. Of course, you can look it up. I know NBC Connecticut, or NBC 30, I know they have been covering it. So, without further ado, this article was written by Zoe Struthers, Matt McFarland, and Susan Raff. This was published on May 15th, 2025 at 4:45 p.m. So I'm sure there will be other updates. Headline: Bethany First Selectman faces resignation calls after report finds mishandling of sexual abuse allegations. That alone right there should frost your ass. It should. Oh, but it gets worse. Much worse. Okay. Continuing on. Bethany, Connecticut. Bethany First Selectman Paula Cofrancesco is facing calls to resign following the release of an independent report that accuses her of failing to take action after learning about sexual abuse allegations involving a Parks and Recs employee. Interesting. The 229-page report, conducted by a law firm and retired Judge Robert Holzberg, details a series of missed opportunities by Cofrancesco to protect children after she was informed of allegations against former Parks and Recreation employee Anthony Mastrangelo. Whatever, I don't give a shit. As early as December 2022. Mastrangelo, who was also under investigation by the Connecticut State Police and the Department of Children and Families, was not removed from his position until June of 2023. The report found that the first selectman did not interview him, look into the allegations, or remove him from his role interacting with children. Mastrangelo, who is facing charges related to the sexual abuse of minors, is also described in the report as having personal ties to Cofrancesco family, a detail that further fueled criticism from residents. Gee, you think? According to the report, the first selectman did not demonstrate any urgency until after the arrest happened. Quote, given her knowledge of the details of the Mastrangelo allegations, it is inexplicable that the first selectman failed to 1. Terminate Mastrangelo's employment, 2. Notify the community, at least in general terms, of alleged assaults by a town employee, and 3, initiate a comprehensive review of the Park and Recreation's safety procedures and policies, end quote, said Holzberg in the report. Local parents and community leaders expressed outrage. Amy Listinsky, a Bethany resident, said her 11-year-old daughter was assaulted by Mastrangelo and believes it could have been prevented had the first selectman acted sooner. Quote, now that the report is out, it's proof she knew things and decided not to act. She covered it up, end quote, Listinsky said. The report also criticized the Parks and Recreation Department for lacking basic infrastructure, including filing systems, written safety policies, and staff training protocols. Okay, Listinsky and Shannon Lane both feel that she should resign from her position. Quote, it was kept a secret, and the town of Bethany needs to be held responsible for what happened. The state police needs to held responsible, end quote, said Lane. I'm sure there was a typo there, but okay. In addition, the report stated that the Parks and Recreation Department had no filing or record-keeping system, written safety policies, and documented training protocols. Lawmakers are now pushing for more oversight of municipal-run recreation camps in the wake of the report. During a public meeting at Town Hall held just hours after the report released, Cofrancesco declined to respond to questions from the press. Quote, not right now, thank you, end quote, she said when asked about the findings. The Connecticut State Police were also questioned in the report for delays in the investigation, including why it took 15 months to pursue an arrest warrant. As of Friday morning, Cofrancesco has not issued a formal response or indicated whether she intends to step down. They also that's the end of that report. On their website, they have all 229 pages for your light reading. So grab yourself a glass of wine, preferably not whiskey, because you'll just get more and more pissed off. And you will probably want to choose violence, and please don't do that. I cannot express how more, I can't get more pissed off over this. Why? Why would you protect somebody who is even accused of abusing children, especially in that manner? This isn't like, oh, somebody backhanded a kid. I'm not saying that's okay. I don't condone that. But, okay, you smack a kid. Okay. But to sexually violate a child? That's inexcusable. This, to me, this is the kind of like a chicken or the egg. I don't know what's worse. The person that's committing the act or the person that knows the heinous act is being committed and says nothing and actually just protects them. I don't know who's worse. As far as I'm concerned, bury them both in the same fucking hole under the prison. People like this disgust me. This is a woman, folks. I thought women were supposed to be caring and nurturing. She's nurturing a pedophile. What? Paula, resign. Quit. State police, arrest her for something. What, accessory after the fact? I don't know. I'm just a schmuck with a microphone. I don't know. But she should be going to jail just like him. She protected somebody who was abusing children. The people who don't have a voice because they're children, correct? Children rely on us, the adults, to be there when they need us in their time of need. Whether it's teaching them how to ride a bike, helping them with math homework, or, I don't know, getting them out of a situation where some adult is trying to sexually violate them. I know, crazy. But what do I know? What do I know? Unbelievable. Bethany, Connecticut, all of you residents, all of you parents, even those of you that do not have children, you should be calling everybody that you can call, from your neighbor to other selectmen to your mayor, inundate their offices demanding not only that this bitch resigns, she goes to prison. And when you make those phone calls, be nice. Please, be nice. You know, the old saying, you get more with honey, or however that goes. I don't know. I've never tried it because I'm a professional asshole. But yes, please, when you do contact them, even though I'm hoping you are as enraged over this as me, be nice. But let your voices be heard. These people work for you. They represent you in some form or fashion. Do you want this woman to stay in office? I really hope not. I certainly don't, and I don't even know where the hell Bethany, Connecticut is on the map. I'm sure I've driven through it a few times, but I couldn't hit it with a dart. I couldn't even tell you where it is. Genuinely, I don't know. I don't get out much, folks. I don't. I'm a hermit. But why would anyone protect someone who is violating children like this? Paula, are you going to be there to help support these families? These parents, the parents of these children, are left to pick up whatever is left of their kids' childhood. Their innocence is gone. Gone. Never again will they be, air quotes, children. Their whole world has been shattered. And the parents are left to pick up the pieces. Are you going to be there to help pay for the therapists and the counselors and the psychiatrists that these children will undoubtedly need? Most likely for the rest of their life, but at least the rest of their adolescence. Now, as I read from that article, thank you, WFSB, and like I said, I know channel NBC 30 or NBC Connecticut, I know they have reported it as well. Thank you for putting that out. But in their article, they only listed, on the mother of one victim, alleged victim. I cover my butt here, right? One alleged victim who was 11 years old. I cannot express what I think should happen to pedophiles, because then I would be under investigation. But it does involve, what is that machine that takes big branches, big branches from trees and makes them into a small little bits? I forget the name of that thing. Yeah. It involves that. But I'm personally not going to go out and do that act because that would be wrong. We have laws in place. As much as I think someone should just be nerfed off of a cliff, we do have laws and procedures, and as fallible as it can be at times, we do have a process. So this individual has been arrested. I want Paula arrested as well. As I said, accessory after the fact or something. She cannot get away with protecting somebody who was sexually violating children. I don't even care if the guy was sexually violating adults. How do you defend that? How? Oh, because she knew him? Oh, look, I understand if you work with family or even friends and that person makes a mistake. They foobar. And you want to help them out. I get it. If they break equipment and it wasn't by accident, they admit, they got pissed off at a coworker or their boss pissed them off and they hit the lever too hard and the lever snapped off. And it's like, oh, shit. Okay. I can understand just saying, you need to calm down. I'll write this up as an accident report and we'll get the thing. Okay. I don't condone it, but I understand. I do. I understand that. And even if you just work with someone long enough and you have a good rapport, I can understand it. I'm not excusing it. I'm not condoning it. I understand it. But when it's something as egregious as sexual violation of children, and you bury your head in the sand, you look the other way, I've already stated, I don't know what's worse. I don't know which one of these two individuals is worse. I don't. Because if you are willing to protect a pedo, you are the lowest of the low. I don't care what this woman did her entire life up to this point. All of the good that she may have done in her life, in my book, is null and void. She could have cured cancer. I don't give a shit. Null and void. All the good that she has done in her life it's gone. It's gone in my book. I don't care. You, ma'am, allegedly protected a pedophile, somebody that actively preyed on children, and you looked the other way. Resign. Paula, resign. And law enforcement, please arrest her. Find her on something. Make an example of her. But unfortunately, this keeps happening. Why? There's a report out of, I think, Buffalo, New York, of school officials protecting people that are violating kids. What is going on? What the hell has happened in our society where adults, the people that are supposed to be the protectors and defenders of children, what is going on? I don't know. I don't get it. My brain is not wired like that. Look, I'm a fucked up guy, okay? There's a lot of crazy going on upstairs. But one thing that's not up there is the desire to that. I will never be able to wrap my head around that. Nor will I ever be able to wrap my head around somebody wanting to protect somebody like that or defending that. I will never wrap my head around that. Bethany, Connecticut, you deserve so much better. I want to speak quickly to the victims. Parents, if you are a parent of one of the alleged victims, please pass this along. I am so sorry this happened to you. I know I had nothing to do with it. I know that I couldn't have prevented it. But y'all did nothing wrong. You are a victim. And I hope you are able to have a long, fulfilling life. I really do. And to the parents, I hope you shove lawsuits so far up that town's ass and up that woman's I hope you bury them. Bury them, parents. This town needs to fear every mama bear and papa bear right now. They are going to circle the wagons. And then I am sure what will happen is they will shove her out. They will force her out. They will force her to resign, and they will circle the wagons and pretend this didn't happen, and they will want to make it go away as fast as possible because that's what they do. Oh, and before I go, I hope some of you listeners noticed something throughout my entire episode here. I did not, for a second, mention what political party affiliation this woman is affiliated with. And do you know why? One, I don't know. I don't know if she's a Republican, a Democrat, independent. I have no idea. I didn't look it up because you know why? I don't care. If she's a Republican, she's a piece of shit. If she's a Democrat, she's a piece of shit. I don't care about the political party she claims to represent. I don't care. That has absolutely zero bearing on this. It's not about politics. It's about personality and being a freaking human. Regardless of her political affiliation, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She was aware. She knew that there were allegations and did nothing. She is trash. Paula, you are garbage. You are garbage. And yeah, you can quote me on that. You are garbage. Resign. Bethany, Connecticut, you deserve better. Connecticut as a whole, America as a whole, we all deserve better. Your children deserve better. We should not tolerate this ever. Period. Thank you for listening to me rant. If there are further developments in this story, I will certainly fire up the mic and bring you that report as well as more of my colorful commentary. Please be aware of what's going on in your kid's life. If your kids, you notice a change, talk to them. Talk to them. I hope Bethany, Connecticut, I hope you put these people in prison. Anybody else that's involved. If Paula is not the only one that was aware of these allegations and accusations, bury them too. Charges. I want to see nothing but charges and prison time. They deserve so much worse. So much worse. But you guys deserve so much better. I am so sorry to the victims out there, not just in this instance, but in all of them. You all did nothing wrong. People like this deserve to pay, and pay dearly. So, like I said, if when further developments come out, I may perhaps peruse the 221 pages if I can make it through without wanting to throw my computer. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh there. That's just me laughing through the pain. Like I said, I will talk about this, I'm sure, again soon. Please share this episode. Follow me on socials. You guys know all the routine. You've heard it all before. Until next time, unless you're those two individuals, keep being you.